What's up, Wayfinders, and good morning from Disney's Hollywood Studios. Today, we are at Hollywood Studios all day following our advice for the parks. We got Genie Plus all day, and then tonight we are having dinner at Citrico's at the Grand Floridian. It's going to be a fun day today. I'm excited, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, my friends, so I know I was a bit in a hurry this morning, but that's because I got here right at rope drop. And of course, like I mentioned at the beginning, today we are doing advice that we gave you all on the podcast. So our last couple of episodes before I went on this trip, we talked about what we would do at different parts of the day if we were at a park all day long. And pretty much that's how the rest of this week is going to line up for me. I'm going to be at Hollywood all day today, Epcot all day tomorrow, and Magic Kingdom all day on the last day I'm here. And so because of that, I wanted to experiment and see if we could get the things done that we said we would do and if our advice actually matches up. And so today I have Genie Plus all day. I'll go over it again a little bit later when I have a good break, maybe sometime this afternoon. But it was $29 today, which means it is crowded. And remember, this is a park where we recommend you buying Genie Plus in the morning, even if it maybe gets up to that $30 range, because y'all, it's gonna be worth it. I got a Slinky Dog lightning lane actually for this morning, so it's actually coming up in just a few minutes. So because of that, I kind of adjusted a little bit based off of our advice that we gave you, and I actually went and rope dropped Tower of Terror, and it was a walk-on. I walked right on to Tower of Terror, didn't have to wait at all for that. And then I was able to run right on over to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and walk right onto that too. And so at the end of the day, it ended up being, just a quick walk onto both. And I was not expecting that at all. I was just expecting to have to wait. So it ended up being a really good surprise. But anyways, now it's time for me to go on to my next lightning lane. And we have a little surprise visitor that just popped up in front of me. So we're going to say hi to him too. So Donald just walked up right in front of me while I was filming this morning, and he's awesome. So we're going to go say hi to him real fast before we head on over to Slinky Dog Dash. All right, y'all, I have a quick second, so I'll be able to give a quick little midday update here. Guys, it is so crowded this week. Those spring break crowds are not playing around, and Hollywood Studios is the place to be. And that's why we've told y'all multiple times, it's important to have Genie Plus here. It's important to have every trick in the bag that you possibly can, because when I look back up on the morning, it was a really great morning. I walked on to Tower of Terror, and then I went straight over to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And if it hadn't gone down, I almost would have walked straight on to that one as well. And then got to go to Smuggler's Run, walked right on with Single Rider, and then had another lightning lane just a little bit later for Slinky Dog Dash. And so got Slinky Dog done, got Smuggler's Run done, got Tower of Terror done, got a lot of our tier 1 rides for this park done. Now, of course, Rock and Roller Coaster is down, which takes a big hitter out of this park, and so that's a really big thing. But it is still so crowded, and there's just not a whole lot of small rides to help take some of the heat off. I mean, at some point, Star Tours was up to a 60-minute wait, which was just ridiculous, and luckily I had a lightning lane for it. But now we are moving on into the afternoon portion of our day. I stopped for lunch at Docking Bay 7, had the chicken tip yip, I think is what it's called, and it was good. Nothing to write home about though, so I'm not really going to give a full review on it. But Docking Bay 7's gone down a little bit in my books in terms of quick service here at Hollywood, which just isn't a good food park in general. But the afternoon is when we told you guys is the main time to hit up like the shows, to do all those things. And so that's actually what I'm getting ready to do. I have a lightning lane for the Frozen show here coming up. I'm hoping to grab one for Beauty and the Beast or Indiana Jones. And then I'm going to slip out for just a little bit to go to the Grand Floridian to get ready for dinner, but then I'll be back here later this evening. So let's go watch some shows and then let's get ready to head on over out of the park for dinner. Okay, so we are at the Grand Floridian, which is my favorite resort on property. I've been loving sitting in the lobby so far. We are getting ready for dinner at Citrico's tonight. Now, nobody on our podcast has been to Citrico's before, so this is a brand new experience today. And so I'm excited to get to try it out and just see how it is. I've heard it's really good, and so I'm excited to try it. It has a very subtle Mary Poppins theme to the restaurant, and also just heard the food's very good, so I'm excited to try it out. But while I had a second, I just wanted to kind of give a quick thought on my kind of morning and afternoon at the park. I know I'm cheating a little bit by leaving Hollywood Studios and coming here for a little bit, but I just wanted you guys to know that Genie Plus, while it is very expensive and kind of confusing to use, if you are going to Hollywood Studios, you need to use it. Now, again, it is pricey. It can be anywhere from $15 per person per day all the way to what it was today, which was $29 per person per day. And I understand if you don't want to spend that much money, but I will say this: if you aren't in a family group and you can afford to do it, do it. Because I got on some of the best rides today and got to plan my day to where it was really efficient for me to knock out a whole lot in the park today really quickly. I mean, because I got a Slinky Dog Dash lightning lane, I walked onto Tower of Terror when I rope dropped, pretty much walked on to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and then I was able to go do single rider for Millennium Falcon's Smuggler's Run. That's some really big rides all in a row, and especially while Rock and Roller Coaster is down right now, it took a lot of the heat off trying to beat people there, you know. And I don't know if I could have done Hollywood Studios today without having Genie Plus. Every ride ended up getting over a 100-minute wait today, all the big rides at least, and it was ridiculous. And so if you're going to use it, use it. Like, use it to its fullest, and don't stop just because something is out. Like, if Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway runs out or Tower of Terror runs out, don't let that stop you. Keep refreshing, keep going. Try to get some and stash them, so that way you have them all day long that you can use. I would also suggest, if you're going to Hollywood, it's a hard park to hop into sometimes with those high wait times. And also, I found today, with me being there all day, it also ended up working out in my favor because I was able to spread those lightning lanes out all across my day, and it made it a lot less stressful to try to stuff that all in. And so it was a really great day and afternoon, and I'm looking forward to going back this evening and hopefully catching Fantasmic at some point and riding a couple other rides. I have one other lightning lane to use right now at Mickey and Minnie's, and so I'm excited to get to use that. But I am looking forward to my dinner here first, and so I'm going to eat, and then I will reflect upon what that is and what I got and how it was, and then I will come back and I will wrap up my day with you guys at Hollywood Studios. And so off to dinner now, and I'll be back soon. Back at Hollywood Studios. I promise I will give my thoughts on Citrico's when I can. I didn't seem to be able to find a nice quiet spot to actually record my thoughts, so I just went ahead and got on the bus and came back. But plans for now, got a lightning lane for Mickey and Minnie's, gonna see if we can maybe grab one for something else right before park close, and then I'm gonna go watch Fantasmic. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm excited to see it, so I will check back in. I'll show you guys some scenes of what I'm doing, where I'm going, and then I'll check back in at the end of the night after Phantasmic to give final thoughts, my review of Citricos, and my thoughts on Phantasmic for the first time seeing it in years. So here we go. Hey guys, so I totally forgot to do a Citrico's recap after the other day, and this is actually much later in the week. Now that I'm putting it together, I realized I forgot, and so I'm going to do it now. Citrico's was absolutely amazing. I was blown away by it. I got the mahi mahi as my entree, and I substituted out the potatoes with the grits, and that was a game changer. Those grits were absolutely amazing, and I've never had mahi mahi before, but it's fish, and it was not very, it didn't have a very fishy taste to it. It was actually really good. It was cooked well. I mean, it was a really great meal all the way around. I started off with an appetizer of the sweet corn bisque, and it was a soup that was sweet, but not like dessert sweet. It just had a sweet taste to it. But the interesting thing about it was that they used popcorn in it, like actual pieces of popcorn. And it sounded weird, but it actually worked really well together. Like, I was really surprised. And then the bread was actually really good too. They had some ciabatta bread that was made in-house. And then I don't remember what the other type of bread was. I didn't like it as much, but they started off with that, and that was actually really good too. And then my server, Kayla, was absolutely amazing. She did a great job. I loved the theming in there, the subtle Mary Poppins theming that was going on the entire time, and so it was a really great meal. Now, it was pricey. It was not as expensive as the meal I'll talk about in the next vlog, I think, where I talk about a really expensive meal I had, but it was still pricey. So if you're looking to go here, expect probably at least $40 to $50 per person if you're going to eat here. But I thought it was well worth it. The food quality was great, and the restaurant was great. Overall, the day I went to Hollywood Studios all day was a really great day. Phantasmic, getting to see it again was really fun. I loved all the new scenes with Elsa and Moana, and just getting to see it again for the first time in years. It was a ton of fun, and I had a really great day at Hollywood Studios. And again, Genie Plus really made that whole thing work. I wouldn't have been able to do all that I did without it. And so really great day. And so the next vlog you're going to see will be one where I spend all day at Epcot and some adventures that I have there. But for now, this is going to end this one. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a magical rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again real soon.